Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, Southern G More Gals. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In this video today, we have a Nativity Scene 3-tier tray. We want to thank Sonia at Domestic Diva and Yanni and Diane at Deco Easy for hosting the Christmas tier tray challenge. Their information is down in the description box, and we hope you enjoy this video. So this is our 3-tier tray. We took a baking pan and then 2 of the oven covers that we purchased from the Dollar Tree and then 2 of the small candle holders. We glued this together with the E6000 glue and then spray painted it with a galvanized steel spray paint. So that was only $5 to cost you to make this tier tray, and it looks great. I purchased my nativity scene from the Dollar General, and it was $6. I forgot to snap a video of it before I started taking it apart, but I completely disassembled the nativity scene. It has particle board on the bottom there, and the characters are glass, and then they're glued on there, so I just took a hammer and tried to tap them apart to break the characters apart from each other. I accidentally broke one of the wise men's heads off, but he glued back on and looks great once I spray painted him. The nativity scene didn't have any shepherds, so I kind of made my own shepherd. I'll show him to you later in the video. And this is the angel that I'm going to use on top. I purchased her at the Dollar Tree, and I had a couple different ones. This one has faith on it, and that's the spray paint right there that I'm going to spray paint her and all of the nativity scene characters. I think they had an angel that said joy and peace, so it's really whichever one you want. Now, I completely took my nativity scene apart, and we cut down the railing or the support beams. We took about 1 inch off each one, and then this is the roof I took apart, and then we cut an L shape in there. We used a Dremel tool, and it worked really good to cut on that particle board without breaking it or splitting it apart. And it, we just had to go back and cut to measure whichever height your tier tray is inside there. So just maybe measure it with some measuring tape and then cut down your pieces. And then the roof, we had to cut probably about 1 inch off the end of that and then make that little L shape, and that way you can center it onto the tray. And I just used my hot glue gun there to glue the roof onto the top tray and then to glue it together. They weren't quite touching, so that's why I put the star there in the center to kind of cover up that space. And then I just took the front 2 beams there and pushed them in, and you can glue them up against the bottom of your tray. The height might, mine's not perfect. The height, I just had them where they just slid up in there and just put a little bit of glue on the bottom there on those front 2 beams. And for the back 2 beams, mine were just a little bit short, so I just glued them to the bottom of my tray there, but you really can't see that, looking there unless you're really doing a great inspection. But that's all 4 of the beams I put up underneath there, and then we had the roof glued on there, and the glue gun held it in place really good. So my wise men are going to go on the bottom of the tray. I left a little bit of the particle board on the bottom, and then I took some gold nail polish and painted their gifts that they have in their hands. And then I'm using some plastic kid toy animals that I spray painted white. I wanted a donkey, but that's the only animal that I'm missing. I could not find a donkey, so I have some sheep, a lamb, and some cows. And then I made my own little shepherd since the nativity scene didn't have one, and it's just a little boy's toy that we cut down, and I put a sock around him to make him look like a shepherd, and I spray painted him, and then I'm using a pipe cleaner for the shepherd's hook. And then we have this hay I got from the Dollar Tree, and they still have these in the store with the fall items. So here are my characters for the bottom of the tray. I tried to put the shepherd and the grazing animals on the left side. The little lamb there is right in the center, and then the wise men and the camel are on the right side. I did purchase my camel from Tractor Supply. I couldn't find a camel in my kids' toys, so that is a place that you can look. They're a little bit pricey for the animals there, so if you could find a pack of zoo animals and farm animals, maybe at Walmart or Target, that might be an idea, and then just spray paint those animals white. And then we're going to go back and we're going to add some of that hay around and try to cover up that particle board and make it look more like a nativity scene. Now, the hay is a little bit messy, so you want to have something down underneath there while you're putting this on, or put your hay on outside, because it did make a little bit of a mess. And then here's the shepherd side. I just wanted you to be able to see all of the animals that we had on that side. Now moving on to the middle layer, we're going to have Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus. There was a cow from the nativity scene that it came with, and then another lamb. Now baby Jesus does come apart from the manger. When I spray painted him, he's pretty much stuck on there, but just if you have small children, I know how baby Jesus can sometimes disappear, so you may just want to be sure. You could also hot glue him down there just to make sure he stays on there real good. And then I just had another horse there and a cow that I spray painted that we're going to add to that middle layer of the tray. So we positioned baby Jesus right in the center, and then Mary and Joseph and one more lamb there right in the middle up under the stable. And then we put a cow and a horse on one side, and then there's two cows on the other side. If you do have a donkey, he would look great here, but like I said, I couldn't find a donkey to put in my scene. And then we went back and put some of the hay there and tried to fill around to cover up that particle board that was holding them together, and to try to really make it look like a manger scene or a barn scene. So this is the completed 2 tiers. Now we're going to move on to the top. I took one of these wood planks that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I stained it a medium stain, and then I'm using some white ivory chalk paint, and I'm writing "Oh Holy Night" onto my plank, and that's going to go on the top of the tray. I also have, this is the angel that I spray painted, and I took some gold nail polish there and went in on Faith and on the stars just to add a little bit of accent onto that part. She's going to go on the top of the tray along with the sign, and then we're going to add a star. And behind the star, I have a little tea light candle that I'm going to put on the top. Now the star here is a tree topper that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just clipped some of the bottom of it off there, and it'll stand up here on the top on its own. Now this is the sign that I'm going to use on the top. That's the medium stain, and then just some of the white chalk paint. Now you could write or put a picture of whatever you like. I just thought "Oh Holy Night" went really well with the nativity scene. So here's the top tray. It just has those 3 items with the sign, the angel, and the star. I do have a small tea light candle behind the star. I hope if you at night that will illuminate the star and really make it shine bright. I think the tray turned out great. The white really looks great up against the hay and that galvanized steel look of the tray. So the nativity scenes at my house, my kids have loved to play with them over the years. Hopefully this will inspire you to be able to tell your children or grandchildren about the true Christmas story and the birth of Jesus. Just be sure you watch out for baby Jesus. He has a tendency to disappear. Little children love to play with him, so you may want to hot glue him down, or you can glue your characters down if you're worried about them moving or getting tipped over. They seem to be really stable though with the particle board there up underneath them. We want to say thank you to Sonia from Domestic Diva, Yanni and Diane from Deco Easy for allowing us to join their tier tray challenge today. I feel like this is a really unique design. I hope you enjoyed the way that we added the nativity scene into the tier tray to give you a new and unique look. Subscribe to our channel, Southern G More Gals. Check out some of our other seasonal DIY videos. We have some copycat Kirkland wreaths that we put out this week on our videos, and we want to thank everyone for watching. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think about this video. Thanks.